Whoa, what was that? Let's have another look. Mm-hmm. It was just another day at the Bird Garden YouTube channel, Bird Feeding Station. Lots of activity, beautiful birds doing bird things. I enjoy watching this so much. And then all of a sudden, this happened. As bird feeder videos goes, this one is an exciting one. Thank you for watching. If you've already found a little bit of enjoyment from the introduction of this video, let me know by hitting that like button if this is the type of video that you like. Nature-based, that allows you to relax, maybe learn something. Go ahead and subscribe to the Bird Garden YouTube channel. If you know other people who like videos like this, share it across your social media. That's how the channel grows. I appreciate your support of the Bird Garden YouTube channel. Now let's get back to the action. All these birds decided to take off in one burst. And there goes the last one. Now note the time, it's 12:41, the lower left. And we've got an empty bird feeding station. Speed the time up so you can see how time is lapsing here. It's 44 degrees in the upper right-hand corner, and there are no birds feeding. There were a lot of birds, and then there was no birds. So as the minutes tick away, we see this. Let's back that up and look again. Yes, just what I thought. It's a Cooper's hawk, and he's patrolling the grounds of the Bird Garden feeding station. He's just walked into the bird garden, checking out the terrain. I guess he's preparing for an attack later. And there he goes, just off screen to the left that way. And there he goes. Just a few moments later, I've slowed that down so you could see the Cooper's hawk fly away, leaving the bird garden feeding station. But while he was here, man, those birds were terrified. We're going to let the clock run, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about the thumbnail for this video featuring me holding a Cooper's hawk. Actually, years ago, I caught this hawk at a bird banding station and took this photograph during the banding process. This is the correct way to hold the hawk when you're preparing to put a band on the leg. We took measurements, documented the measurements, submitted them to the bird banding laboratory here in the United States. Now, back in the bird garden, when you saw that Cooper's hawk fly left out of frame, this is where he went. He went into some vegetation. He's actually beating the bushes, looking for prey. Then he's not very successful, but now you can see he's back into the yard. You see the camera in the center of the bottom of the screen, and even one of the feeders on the right edge of the screen. And then from there, we watched him take off. Okay, now we're back live at the bird feeding station. It's 12:50, no birds in sight. You remember when we started this visitation from a Cooper's hawk minutes ago. It's going to take the birds a few moments to get their bearings. Let's take a look at this Cooper's hawk while we have one to study. Notice the red eye in this photograph. That lets us know that we're looking at an adult plumage Cooper's hawk. And in this photograph, you'll notice the nape of the neck has a lighter color than that dark cap extending across the back of the head. Definitely a cap rather than a hood. In this upcoming clip, focus on the base of the tail. You can see the end of that tail features a round shape, its curved shape, and also a white terminal band. These are field marks that help us to distinguish the Cooper's hawk from the look-alike smaller accipiter called the sharp-shinned hawk. I use the term accipiter there. That's a genus of hawks. Typically, they are crepuscular hunters. They like to hunt in the dawn and in the twilight of the evening. So it's very rare to see one poking around a feeding station at noontime. I really think this guy was just doing some surveillance rather than a strike. So we've let the clock run here. It's 12:51 now, still no birds in sight. These guys are startled. They're erring on the side of safety. They're not coming back until it's safe to come back. So I've let the clock run so you understand what effect a hawk can have on a feeding station. Any time of day, you see a feeding station with no birds on it. Typically, it has birds on it. Probably there's a hawk in the area. Let's speed the clock back up now. These minutes are going to pass now in just a few seconds each. So we're watching the minutes melt away. It's 12:55 and counting, 12:56. No birds on the feeding station. Now the birds are bulking up for weather activity in the area. We've got storm and rain and falling temperatures that are happening right now. They need to bulk up on this food and get some energy stored. Finally, the birds return, and boy, do they. Look at all of these birds. We've got American goldfinches, eastern bluebirds, tufted titmice. We're going to have a woodpecker back there just a second. There's a northern cardinal female. There's the northern cardinal male, the house finch, another bluebird. They keep piling in here now. They missed that unscheduled break. According to them, it was unnecessary. And we're so glad to have them back. There's that woodpecker I promised on the pillar feeder. That's a downy woodpecker. And I'm going to have to make sure now in just a few minutes I go out and do some maintenance on the feeding station, because the normal evening feed happens around 5 o'clock. So it looks like they've put a herding on these offerings this morning and early afternoon. So I've got to get some feed out there to make sure they're not short on the normally scheduled 5 o'clock feeding. Let's go ahead and cut to maintenance and check out a little holiday surprise I've included for you guys. I hope you like the little holiday cheer we try to spread at the feeder. If you'll watch till the end of the maintenance segment, you'll see what I mean. Thanks again for watching this video. If you have enjoyed it, please do hit the like. If it's the type of video you like, you can learn something from nature while you relax and are entertained, hit the subscribe button. I'll make more content like this.